Daniel again here, third chapter. The story about how I hitchhiked with my cello from Chapel Hill, North Carolina to Nashville, Tennessee in my 18th year. Where we left off was I had just visited my buddy, Bud, in Boone, North Carolina, and had this very significant acid trip where a incredible knowing came forth about the road ahead from this experience of stigmata and kind of the Spirit of Christ that came over me. So here I was getting dropped off on Highway 421 in Boone, and the weather was cold but not super cold. My cello was all wrapped up in plastic in its plywood case. It's kind of funky black case that I had with my cello at that point in time. I managed to get rides pretty consistently. Got propositioned once by a redneck and pretty much spit in his face. I was so pissed off. Got out of there, managed to get out of there safely. There was a period of time before the final ride where I was walking along in East Tennessee with my cello, and the clouds are spectacular in Tennessee, and you know that land is, I would have to say, drenched with the blood of the Civil War. And I never had any what you might call past life experience in my whole life, except for that one time where I felt like I had been a slave and that I was making my way to freedom. That's how it felt. Like how the Underground Railroad might have felt. This sense of I was in a place completely beyond my imagination and going to another place beyond my imagination, but a place I'd always known and into the unknown. So pretty soon a couple picked me up, a young couple. I think I rode in the back of their truck all the way to Nashville and called from a payphone to my friend Roger to let him know that I've just arrived and I'm hoping I can stay with them. This was pretty much unannounced. He had told me that I'd always have a place in Nashville if I were to come there. And I doubt if he expected that I would be living at his farm in a little shack in the springtime in 1974. But that's where I ended up and immediately began looking for work. So this may not be the end of the story, but this is the end of this chapter. I've arrived for now in Nashville, hoping to start my life of playing music and making a living at it. I'm still at that somehow.